Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Disregard this first part that we're zipping through, I don't keep it. So don't get too attached to that left page there. This week's video, if you could not already tell, is my February bullet journal spreads. The theme for this month is geometric hearts. I kept seeing this geometric heart pop up all over the page and I was like, okay, now if I can find a bunch of different spread layouts, then we'll work our magic and we'll get it to work. And alas, so I did. So like I said, don't get too attached to the left page because I ended up hating the way that it looked. So I ended up redoing it later and I will talk about that when we get there. But then my front cover, I just did an anatomical heart with a new gel pen that I got and then just wrote February beside it. Very simple, very clean. I really like the way that that turned out. For my calendar page, I was a little bit stuck as to what to put down the sides because I didn't want to just continue drawing geometric hearts. So I did these stripes and now it looks a little bit like, what is it, like the Adidas pants? Anyways, I do draw a couple of our geometric hearts here using that same pink gel pen, and then the silver is more so just an accent. The reason that I keep using this gel pen is because I find out of all of the new ones that I purchased, all the pink ones at least, pink and purple, it shows up the best. So that's why I did my calendar like this, and you'll see me use it repeatedly throughout the spread. Now I have my collection of colors that I chose to go through with this, and I'm just using them to make little hearts where I write the numbers over top of in the calendar, and I did fill them in with white. Now for the habit tracker and mood tracker, I wanted to go with a more geometric font. So I found one on Pinterest that I liked. So I start off with just very blocky shapes and then use a different color to create these almost spiderweb-like lines through them to kind of show that they are in fact geometric and not just blocky. So I know that my font from last month was a little bit geometric as well, but I wanted something different from that, if that makes any sense. As you can see, I'm going in with that base pink and then going in with a really light purple and making those strings or spiderweb lines, whatever you want to call them, just so that it's not too distracting from the actual word itself. As for the habit tracker themselves, they are of course geometric hearts, only these ones are a little bit more pixelated. They look a little less pixelated by the time I'm done, but I ended up having room for 8 different habits, and now you can see that they're kind of starting to come together into that heart shape. So I used that same light purple that I used for the lines of the font and used those as the separating boxes, and then that same pink to kind of outline and go around the outside. The silver is for the banner, which I can either write my habits over top in the pink or with black. Haven't decided yet. And then in terms of the mood tracker, I just did one big geometric heart. I apologize for the little hairs that I can continue to see poking through. It's like a little set of antennas and I can't take my eyes off of it. So if you were equally as distracted, I'm so sorry. Now we're moving into week 1. I have the same geometric heart pattern across the top border, and then around them I just filled in a multitude of random shapes with each of the different colors. So you may notice that I don't color in these shapes, and that's partly because I absolutely hated what happened to the left front cover page. So I decided just to outline these and hope for the best, and I think it ended up working out this way, to not have them filled in with color. I like the way that it looks, and then going back again with that same pink gel pen and just separating the days of the week. You will see this again, I think one more time. So get used to it. And then I have my numbers in silver, and I'm just writing the days of the week in a very simple, basic font. Moving into week 2, I'm outlining everything with the silver marker. That includes all of the weekly boxes as well as all of the little background parts there. It's a little hard to see with just the pencil, but it's basically just a big rectangle with a bunch of triangles in it. And I planned on coloring in these triangles, but then again, after the failure of the left page, I decided to just color them in with lines and like a sort of hatching. And I really liked the way that this turned out. So I don't show me redoing the left cover page, but I ended up basically just doing the same design, but instead of coloring the solid blocks in again, I just went ahead and colored them in with the same lines that I'm doing here. So not a huge change, but it does make a difference in the way that it looks, and it's significantly better. So I just kept going with this for both of the pages. I really like the way that it turned out. I think it's kind of funky and is easy enough to do, and I don't really care that the lines aren't, 100% straight. If I was worried about that, I would have used a ruler. Instead, these lines have a bit of character in them. The only thing that was a little frustrating is my inability to stay in between the silver lines. So then I did have to go back with my silver pen afterwards and kind of do some touch-ups. But really, overall, not that big of a deal. And this spread, I believe, thinking about all of them, this one's my favorite. On to week 3, I believe now. This one's super basic as well. I just have the geometric hearts on the side of each spread, and then I've handwritten the starting letter or letters of the days of the week. Each little geometric heart I outline in one of the different colors, except in the 2 metallic colors that I have. The reason for that being because I wanted to put the numbers of the week in with silver, so I didn't want 2 metallic things going together. And with that, this is our final flip through. I did not get a chance to film the last spread, but it's super easy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you all in the next video.